What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Colorado Avalanche here at the trade deadline, 47-14-2. Yeah, this season went above and beyond what I thought it would be, which is, it's pretty cool. There are some negatives though. Jost not having the strongest year, looking like he'll actually lose his stat growth, and that's just after we extend him. Now, we put ourselves in a pretty decent salary position, but you never like to be overpaying people. I mean, if you can get away with not overpaying anyone, that's usually a better strategy, but yeah, we made a calculated risk. Well, I made a calculated risk, and yeah, he's not doing too hot this year, but yeah, you never know. Years long. Now, I know some people saying, should probably trade Holtz now, and I might. But there's a couple reasons that I kind of am looking to maybe hold on to him. His contract's not horrible for a third line. If I were to hold on to be a third liner. His chemistry potential for third line is out of this world with this coach. Now, that's not to say we're going to keep this coach. So that, again, I'm just showing you arguments why he could work here. I don't think I'm going to trade him right now. I think it's a silly idea to trade anyone on this team right now because we're doing so good. Yeah, Bowers even got decent third line chemistry. Now, maybe part of the problem here is that Kadri is not, like, they all have decent chemistry. You'd think they might be able to get +3 here. I'm wondering if I changed Kadri to left wing, if that might help. Like, I don't know, but I wonder if that would help. I'm kind of almost tempted to try. And another comment someone posted, be careful with their younger guys down here if they start, you know, losing morale because of ice time, which has happened a couple times. Could hurt the overall locker room chemistry, yeah. Mathurin is actually not too happy playing on the fourth line, and, you know, honestly, I don't blame him. He does have, I did give him the power play time. I was hoping that would keep him sort of happy, but he's still losing morale. So that's obviously not ideal. Cypher's luckily is listed as fourth line. Or, sorry, Sillinger, Cypher is listed as depth, so they're going to be fine. It's just Mathurin who we're dealing with some ice time woes right now. Now, a solution could have been, you know, we trade Holtz, put up Mathurin. I don't think that's the right solution. I would probably want to trade Holtz for a player, someone that could do what he does or better than he does, you know? Yeah, just to move up Mathurin, I think he's doing okay. I know he might be losing a bit of morale. It might be hurting us a bit, but what can I really do about that? I don't want to take Jost off this power play. Our power play's been doing really good since he's been up here. Now, maybe he's not having the same impact as he's had, obviously, the past couple of years. This is one of his down years. I'm hoping we can get him to at least 50 points. That's 13 points in the next 19 games. It's not out of the question, but it's going to be tough, quite obviously. But, all right, I'm going to leave him right here on this line. So, yeah. I mean, moving him up for Mathurin, to me, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, I want to give Mathurin some more ice time. I mean, but how much? I mean, we got Lambert, 10 power play goals, 26 power play points. That's insane. McKinnon, 16 power play goals. It's like, I don't even know if we need a shooter there because we got McKinnon kind of, I don't know. Would it be much better? We only kind of have McKinnon scoring the most power play goals there. But I don't want to, I don't know. I feel bad because they're all doing so well. So, like, I can't really make that change. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of in a rough spot. So sometimes you just have to deal with it, even if it hurts chemistry a bit. But what I do want to try out is that Kadri thing. And I'm still going to look at some trades. I don't think we're going to mess with the chemistry of the lineup or anything, but I still want to look around, see what's available here. But first things first. And so hopefully I'll try to remind myself, but if someone could put in the comments, like, hey, change Kadri back to a center, because we're gonna let him go after this year, almost 100%. I don't think we're gonna get him back, unless it's for like a 1-year deal. But he's gonna decline for sure, and I don't know. Maybe we want to move on. I was considering shipping him off at the deadline, but since we're doing so well now, I actually don't want to do that. So let's try switching him to right wing here. or sorry, left wing, derp, and see if that actually gives us better chemistry. Theoretically, it might, but player type also plays a pretty big role. Now, are these all two-way forwards or what? I can't actually, wait. They should be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all two-way forwards. Holtz, no, it doesn't give us a plus. Or is Bowers? No, yeah, Bowers is two-way forward, so it actually didn't give us a plus. So that sucks. I was kind of, I mean, it looks like it might. High chemistry, third. High on third. I mean, you'd think that can give you a +3, but I guess not. Anyway, I'll just leave it now. Other than that, I'm seeing that Murray is up to a 86 now. Might be some morale boosts. I don't know. Either way, it's good for us. Pietrangelo, I don't know. I'm considering giving him another contract for a year, but he might fall off. If he changes his 7th D potential, he will fall off much harder. I will check to see how much he wants, because I think we're going to need another year with him in there. Or someone there, you know? He does want an extension. I just don't think Nguyen's ready. No, 73, man. Yeah, he's not. He's going to need probably at least a year of development in the AHL, which kind of sucks, because now it's looking like he won't be that true top 4. You know, I kind of need him to see a pretty big spike this year, but oh, we'll see with the offseason jump. Let's see, what does Petro want? Oh, what? I don't know about that, bud. That's a bit, no. I don't think so. All right, well. Oh, Rantanen wants an extension now. Huge. That's huge. Okay. Rantanen wants, I'm so glad I looked. Yeah, he wants a bit more. 7 years makes a bit of sense. Takes him up to he's 35. Who else is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay, 6 years for McKinnon. After this year, I counted, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, after this year. So I was doing calculations right. I could give Rantanen 6 years. Line him up with McKinnon. Might not be a bad bet. It does go up slightly. So I'm a little meh about that. Let's see. Whoa, was that right? That's under 10. Well, just about 10. That's not too bad. What are we paying him now? It's not even much of a pay increase. Not as much as I was thinking it'd be. Did I really do that calculation right? Hold on. It was way lower than I thought it would be. Okay, yeah, 9.96 essentially. Yep, I'm doing that. That's basically a market value increase. Like, he's not even asking for a pay raise. Like, that's right there. It's about 10 million, but it looks better because it doesn't say 10, you know? That's how stores get you. 90, you know, $2.99. All right, we're going to do this. 6 years makes a lot of sense. Lines them up with McKinnon. That would be nice. Pietrangelo, I'm not too sure about that price tag, so I'm waiting on that. I don't think that's something I do now. Cotter doesn't want to come back. Cole, we're likely getting rid of him. Confer, he's playing depth first right now, so he's a Holt. We don't need to do anything with him yet. Yeah, we're good. We're pretty okay. Now I will look around. Like I said, I think I'll save the picks to see what I could target, or I could go for a team who's not doing too well and try to use some of that value we got to get a pretty decent pick if we get lucky with the lottery or something like that. They're listed as a hopeful. They got Tierney back. Hype. I'm pretty sure that I just saw Chris Tierney. Yep, Chris Tierney. I got him back. Hype. Good job. Draft picks. Yeah, they don't want to give up that first. Makes some sense there. I was trying to see if I could con anyone out of their first here. Who was maybe supposed to be doing better. There's no way. LA, you're still sucking? Come on now. What do you need? Poor Brad, man. He's an 86 now. Is he actually getting... He's still not producing. How the hell is that possible? Where is he playing? Man, Brad, you need to step it up, bud. You only got 30 points in 62 games played. LA is still garbage. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, I don't really. Like I said, I think this is another instance where we should just. There's not real. No, they want to give that up, but will they? I don't know if that's a complete miss. Playoff type record. 63 points. You know what? They're not getting into the playoffs. But the value of that pick, what's it going to be, right? Like, we'd have to get pretty lucky with the lottery. I'll check it. You know what? I'll check it for the Flames. There's no way that they only need 3 points to catch the Oilers. I wish there was more of a gap there. If the Oilers were better, like around the Ducks record, I'd be way more inclined to make that deal. But if they pass up the Oilers, yeah, I just don't think it's a smart option to trade right here. I just don't. Especially for a pick, as we see, there's really nothing. They're all kind of the same type of things. They would be the only ones willing to give it up. And like I said, they're only 3 points out of a playoff spot. I don't think that's entirely safe. Will that... the pick does reflect how close they are to a playoff spot, but we will lose a ton of value. It'll look like that pick if we make the trade right now. We got to hope that they still suck and then target their trade at the draft, because as a contender... Or target their pick at the draft. Because as a contender, they should want to give it up. So we're basically need to hope for Calgary to be bad. And we're not going to give them anything to make them good. Maybe I can acquire something from them to make them worse. Just a depth piece. Just an extra depth piece for us. Not that we need it. But you never know with injuries. Anyone they want to give up? Nope. Well, let's look at forwards here. What's a crappy forward I could get for cheap? Is there any? It doesn't look like it. Kasha maybe, but he's in the AHL. Don't need to do that. Nichushkin. They got just a bunch of mad guys around here. Someone like Sheehan wouldn't be terrible. I don't want to give him up. We can get him for pretty cheap, though. Just as an extra depth piece. That's really kind of all I'm after. Give us a bit more choice. I think too much value on any of these guys. Kopp is pretty damn solid, too, but I think it's just too much value on those guys. I'm just going to say no. I'm looking for something to do here, but I think this is just an instance where trading at the draft, if we do trade, makes more sense. And holding on to everything else. So that's what we're going to do here. We have looked at all the avenues. Sometimes it's just better to stand pat. 77 locker room chemistry. Let's go. Let's finish this year off and hope that Jost can have a strong end. Alright, couple trades being made, nothing too major. Rantanen accepted the extension, that is huge. A nice 6-0 shutout right there on deadline day. Back-to-backs here, a couple of them. Oh, man. Defense is really getting the job done here in a lot of games. That's a really good sign for us. Look at that, man. I mean, they're doing fantastically. Alright, Kamenev got injured again. So, Barberio gets to play. Don't worry about it. Just me miscalculating on my depth once again. It's AHL though. AHL don't matter as much. As we saw from the stream series. RIP YouTube stream, by the way. Can't do that anymore because YouTube decides to update their not broken system and make it more broken. Well, there's a free depth piece. I mean, we can afford it. Do we want Zemgus Girgensons? We can get him for free. I know nothing about him, Jon Snow. I mean... I think we'll be fine. I don't think we need him. Alright, look at that. Look how many 1 and 2 goal games against we're having. We are really stepping on it defensively here. I like that. I like it, you know? I know that this team can score, but it's nice to see that when we're not scoring tons, our defense really, really steps up. That's good to see, man. Alright, let's check out the draft class now. As I said, man, if we get lucky and Calgary slips somewhere in here, pick up like sniper like this, I'd be more than happy to trade Holtz at that point. Or even just a better two-way forward. That does better than him. Now, we still really need defense over anything, which makes this kind of unfortunate here. Yeah, it's getting pretty rough. We really need some defense. If there's a top dude in there, man, I'd do a lot to try to grab him, but unfortunately, there's not much. There really isn't much, man. And we kind of need some defensemen. So what I'm going to do here is just scout every single one of these guys and got some slim pickings on the defensive front in these drafts. At least for really good ones. And even if these guys are low elites, man, they're nowhere near NHL ready, you know? Not a whole lot of help. Alright, you gotta be a medium elite for me, man. Counting on you. So yeah, really just gonna focus on defensemen here. Might go back and... Wow, and a lot of them being scouted. Might go back and do some of the first round again. Because we're gonna want all the information possible on that one for sure. But also want to tackle this too. We need any sort of help that we can get. would be preferable. All right. Yeah, let's just go back to scouting rank here. And go through and see who needs scouting. You do, but you're technically being scouted. So says the game. Wow. Does that a lot, eh? Probably another high top 9 next to him. 2 high top 9s in this draft by the looks of it. Which isn't too bad. Whoa. Our scout seems to think this guy is something special. That's almost yeah, that's pretty well. Both those guys, our scouts. Well, we'll see. We'll see when we get them more scouted. That might change. But interesting. Interesting to say the least. Alright, a few more here. We do want as much info as possible. That guy only looks like top 9, but scout him regardless. Because you never know. Maybe he's playing against some of these other guys. Get the double scout. Alright, and that's pretty much it. So, alright. We lost there. Tough one. Our defense actually did good, but that's a couple big wins in the midst of that, though. Tough loss. 2 tough losses. Answer right back with a good win, though. We have already clinched the conference. Nice, man. Oh, wow. Wow, and our offense is coming alive here, too, at the end. But then, see when our defense slacks, yeah, sometimes we can't outscore the mistakes. All right, well, good end of the season regardless. Taking on Nashville in the first round. But that was a very strong season. Way stronger than we thought it would be. 61-19-2. 60-win season, not even 20 reg losses. That's impressive. 4.01 goals for and goals against 2.6. Did that keep improving throughout the year? I'm pretty sure it did. That's an incredible ratio differential. 1.4. Well, 1.41, but let's not... We'll give him some leeway. 27% on the power play, so it's not first anymore. That's okay. Penalty kill did slip a little bit, but maybe everyone's penalty kill slipped. We'll see. 5 shorties, 4. Home and away records were great. 6-4-0 in the last 10. Yeah, we didn't end the season super strong, but did we really need to? 124 points. Won the President's Trophy by a mile. Goals for per game, first by a mile. That's over 0.5 differential. Wow, that's huge. Goals against by a full 0.1. Yep, that's pretty good. Power play, second in the NHL. Penalty kill. All right, so we dropped to 13th, which isn't great, but it's still an average penalty kill, so it's still okay. It's not like terrible or anything, which we've had plenty of terrible penalty kills. So we do have that going for us. That's still pretty good. Give me 1 sec though. All right, so here are the stats for this year. McKinnon, another 50-goal year, 59 assists, 109 points. God, he's so filthy. He is so filthy. Rantanen with a 93-point year, 70 assists. Landeskog, 85 points, 32 goals, 53 assists. Unreal. Lambert, though, this is a huge accomplishment. Breakout year for him. Yeah, tons of points on the power play, sure, but my goodness. Just look at those numbers. He played second line. Yeah, he did. He was on the top power play unit, but good. Like, that's still insane. He still did really good. Braden Point, you know what? This was a good signing. 65 points as a 2C, second power play time as well. It's not like he got any top time anywhere. He did exactly what he needed to do. Yeah, I have no complaints. That's 65 points out of a second liner. Hell yeah. Like, yeah, we may be paying him a bit higher, but we got him in, in the free agency market. It's always going to be more expensive there. Jost, he did get 50 points. Okay, so Jost did get 50 points. Maybe he won't lose as much stat growth. I don't think he's going to maintain all of it, but maybe he won't lose all of it. So maybe the extension won't be too bad for him. Holtz, Holtz almost got 50 points there. So that wasn't horrible. Yeah, not too bad, but keyword is almost. Bowers, I like Bowers. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe this does good. Mathurin, I mean, imagine if we had Holtz, Bowers, Mathurin on a line together. That's what I'm looking forward to next year. So I don't think I'm going to get Kadri next year. I was thinking about re-signing, but it really makes no sense. If we can have a line like this, maybe they could all get 50 points as third liners. It looks like it would make sense. Holtz playmaker, Bowers hybrid, Mathurin goal scorer. On paper, it works. We'll have to see it in practice next year, but I'm really happy with these point totals. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 forwards with 40 or more points. 6 with 50 plus. Or is that? Yeah, that's good. Sillinger Cyphers did pretty decently as well. All plus players. That's what you mainly look for. Defensively, Makar had a 70-point year, plus 32. Pietrangelo, 54-point year, plus 37. Byram was a plus 24, 30 points. Murray, only 27 points, but a plus 47. His stat minus woes are way out the window now. He will more than earn this salary, so we're in good shape there. Ruda, pretty good signing. Likely the only year we're going to have him, as he doesn't want an extension, and now he's got 7th potential, probably will decline. But working out for us right now. And Cole, man, the veteran back there. Definitely his last year. I don't think he'll be coming back. And Dahlstrom as the depth guy. I mean, that's just... Everything clicked this year. Everything clicked this year. And Askarov continued to improve as the year went on. 45 win season, 5 shutouts, .910 save percentage, 2.67 goals against. Now, he is in mid-80s. And a lot of times... These guys, this is when they start sucking. In their low 80s, they cheese it up. But sometimes you get a goalie who actually sims well. Is this the time? Can Yaroslav Askarov be the guy for us who sims well? We'll have to see. Papin, what else can you say about this? Seriously, no. I'm asking, I'm literally, what else can you say about this? This is pretty much the dream backup. And we got 2 more years of him on entry level. So we can really, really kind of figure out who our goalies, or who our number 1 is. We're not going to be able to keep both of them the entire time, that's for sure. But, wow. Looking solid. Mathurin, a rookie year, 45 points. You know what? Some years that's enough. Some years that's enough, but I don't think it'll... Yeah, look at that, dude. 11 power play goals. Whoa! 6 game winners! All right, looks like Anthony's got the clutch gene, man. Poise only a 72, but somehow 6 game winners. 16% shooting, too. Look out for him. And both of our goalies were rookies, too. It was awesome. All right, let's check out how the league shaped up for us. And indeed, Nathan MacKinnon, top of the league in points. 109 points. Good enough for the Hart, man. Well, at least the Art Ross. We'll see about the Hart. Wow. Usually goes to them, though. Oh, of course. Anthony Mantha was signed by the Capitals and pops off for a 103-point year. All right, so a couple rental stints here in Avalanche, and then he goes completely off with the Capitals. That's hilarious. Well, yeah, I'm loving that. All right, 109 points. Goal leader would be Sagan with 59, so he's taking home that Maurice Richard. But, I mean, Kovacs, Tavares, and McKinnon all with 50 goals. That's a decent chunk of 50 goal scores, and Zegras almost had 50. You gotta love the creative players just shooting like crazy. All right, assist leader. That's my boy, Rantanen, tied with Huberdeau at the top for 70. Plus minus leaders. Kuznetsov, Buchnet. Really? Buchnevich? Okay. Apparently he's playing with Kuznetsov and Mantha, because that's got to be a thing. Then it's Rantanen, McKinnon, Landeskog. We're up there. So it looks like the Capitals, the Light. Oh, Ehlers, not Eller. The Light, yeah, the Capitals, the Lightning, and us have some pretty damn good lines. Oh, wait, what am I doing? We still got other stuff to do. Who had the best shooting percent? Yeah, it's just a bunch of creative players up here. Cody. Oh, Cody. Look at Cody's here. 56 points as a minus 20. 36 goals. Cody's stepping up now. He's getting up there. Where'd he play? First line with second power play. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, though. Get him some of that stat growth. Oh, look at yeah, all the shooting is just creative players. I don't know if Jack Drury is. Maybe he is. I don't know. If that actually feels created. I think he is. Yeah, straight. Then there's Sagan. Yeah, it's going to be hard to tell with all that crap. Whatever. Game winners. Wow, no one hit 10 game winners this year? Really? Okay, so I guess Lambert's the most clutch. 9 game winners, 36 goals. Yeah, I guess so. Power play goal leader would be Sagan with 22. That's filthy. Power play point totals also Sagan with 37. Blew everyone else away. Let's check shorties. He even had a shorty. What a guy. Tavares. Wow, 6 shorties for Tavares. Yeah, I guess if you put him on the penalty kill, that's bound to happen. And Hedl with 8 points on the penalty kill. That is strong. And let's see who's looking like the Selke guy this year. Couturier's got to be in great position, but so is Bo Horvat. Well, Couturier. Couturier's got the lead. Definitely. Yeah, I'd say Couturier all the way. O'Reilly didn't do too bad, but Couturier is looking really strong. They have almost identical face-off percent. Yeah, I'd say Selke Couturier, but that's just me. We'll see what happens. All right, defenseman Seth Jones was. I don't think anyone guessed that. 74 points. Makar just 4 behind him. I think it'll still be a tight race for Norris, though. Although probably Seth Jones plays. Oh yeah, Seth Jones for Norris. Yeah, confirmed. He played penalty kill and stuff like that. More hits, more blocks. Not as good of a ratio, but I would say give it to Seth Jones. But you never know with this game. Goaltenders. Let's see. Oh, man. Dylan Hope making a name for himself. Oh! Making a big name for himself. He leads his team to a great year and probably wins himself a trophy or two. Dylan Hope, you are a channel legend now, bud. This is crazy. You could, all right, you know what? I'll maybe say he ties with Carter Hart. It's tough. That's tough to say, though, because the save percentage tells the story. 1 more game played for Carter Hart and less shots against him. Dylan Hope faced a higher rate. They do have identical goals against, but I don't know, man. Oh, wait a sec. Hope played more minutes, so it would make sense that, although that's not that many more minute differential, and that's a big shot differential. That's almost 100 shots, and that's not even 20 minutes. It's not even a period differential. Man, that's a tough call. They're both super solid, but goodness gracious. Dylan Hope. Hart does have one more shutout than him, but is that enough for .03 save percentage difference? I don't know, man. That's crazy, though. All right, let's go look at rookie skaters here. Oh, yeah. Oh, Kovacs was a rookie. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, 50-goal season for Kovacs. He was a first-round pick from last year's draft. And what a rookie year. Yeah. Just blew all the other rookies out of the water. Askarov had a decent rookie year, but that's not enough to beat 76 points. I mean, in a lot of sects, it would be way more up for debate, but we know about this game. But even so, man. That many points. Solid save percentage. Like, that compared to the rest of the goalies, that is a pretty damn solid save percentage. I mean, he's right up there. Let's go back. Hold on. I'll just show you. He's right up there. 7th in save percentage. Not too bad. Not too bad. But, yeah, definitely in a year like this, it's got to go to the actual skater. But, yeah, there we go. Let's look at the fun stats here before we get into the playoffs. No one hit 200 hits. Boo. And fights. Yeah! there he is, Guillaume Bedard. 14 fights. Leading the league in fights. 94 penalty minutes. 15 points on the year. Look at you go. Yeah, he's playing on that fourth line like a boss. So Minnesota, they got a gritty team and an insanely strong goaltender. Looking good. All right. There we are. So now we're taking on the Nashville Predators. And I'm kind of curious to see what these guys got. I'm not too sure what their team makeup's going to look like. Yeah. There's Tolvanen and Duchesne, Arvidsson, so not too bad. Forsberg, Granlund, Fabry. This is a pretty decent team. Not the strongest of depth. Definitely not the strongest of depth, but still. It's still a solid enough top 6. And that's a very good defensive core. That is an incredibly good defensive core. Yeah, that's one of the strongest defensive cores you'll see. And they got an old Marc-Andre Fleury, who could just have one of those weird old person goalie runs in the playoffs. Or they might go with Comrie. I don't know which one was their starter throughout the year. Okay, it's looking like, yeah, it looks like Comrie was their starter. So, we'll have to see which one they go to. They got TVR, Hirosh, and Hetherington as scratches. This is going to be a tough series. I mean, yeah, on paper we do look better, but this is still, they got a strong defensive core. If they can help out with the cheese goalie, this could get ugly for us, man. I mean, you compare them to us. And our top line, obviously, with McKinnon, Rantanen, it's great. Our top 6 is definitely better than theirs. Our third line's better than theirs. Fourth line, debatable. But the fact is their defensive core is really strong. Like, probably one of the strongest you'll see from computers. And we don't know. Askarov did pretty good last year. We couldn't win. So, let's see what happens this year. All right. Nashville, what do you got? Game 1. Let's go, Colorado. 3-1 loss. That's not how you wanted to start off. Yeah, as I suspected, their defense did incredibly, and they were able to score a few on us. Game 2, home ice. Come on, turn things around now, Colorado. Milosh is injured. That's a pretty significant injury. Well, not really. It's a broken nose. Put a cage on, you wimp. But he'll probably be out for longer than a minor concussion because, you know, kids, head injuries are fine. Don't worry. There we go. Okay, that's pretty close. They are shutting us down, but we got a good shutdown in that game. I'm not liking it. Only 3 goals, 4 in 2 games. We got to find a way to score more goals here. Game 3. Doesn't matter who we're going up against. We have to find a way to score some goals. Game 3. We are a great team scoring goals. There we go. 5-1 victory. That's what I'm talking about. We can find ways to score when we got to trust our defense and goaltender. Last 2 games, 1 goal against. I'm liking it. Game 4. Also on the road. Keep it up. Keep it up, Colorado. Another 3-1 loss. All right, they respond 2-2. As I said, these guys are no pushovers. They are a tough team to play against. You knew it was going to be tough. Back on home ice. We got to get a big win here. Come on, Colorado. We have to get a win here. We got to play on our home ice. There we go. 4-1 victory. 3-2 series lead. We can move on to the second round right here. Game 6. Got to get the victory. Let's go, boys. Big win here. Big win. Oh, 5-4. We got the goals. We just couldn't keep the puck out of the net. And a Game 7 has been forced here on our ice. But we've had some troubles with Game 7s. So let's hope that is not the case this time. A big Game 7 here. Come on, Colorado. Let's go. Get started right. Let's get started right. Power play. That's a good way to get started. All right, our strong power play unit can't come through. Shots are even, but Forsberg strikes first for the Predators. 1-0 for Nashville in the first period. Colorado, we got to find a goal here. We got to put more shots on. Come on. Got some more at the end, but unable to find a marker. 1-0 for Nashville after one. Second period. Come on, Colorado. Offense. Get going. Power play. Score a goal, man. Let's go. Don't get cheesed out of this. Another power play. Oh, we can't capitalize. We cannot find a way to capitalize right now. What is happening? Get a goal. Come on, offense. Where are you at? Where are you at here? After 2, 1-0 for Nashville. Colorado, let's go, man. Third period. We have to get one. We got to tie this up. Come on, guys. Come on, Colorado. Let's go. Get me a goal here, please. Don't let this happen. Let's go, guys. 30 shots on net. Pouring it on. Please score a goal. No! Don't get cheesed, man. We've done so good. 5 minutes left. Forsberg gets another. And Granlund puts it out of reach. And we lose in Game 7 after a President's Trophy winning season of round... I can't believe it. How the fuck did we get shut out right there? Fuck off, Comrie. Cheesed, man. Absolute cheese. Once again. That's what I said. Combined with their... We needed to win this game. We needed to not let in 5 goals. We needed that win. We blew it. We blew it in Game 6. That's when we lost. We needed to win that. I can't believe we just lost. I can because they actually weren't a bad team. But fucking Comrie, man. I want to see what he is. I want to see, you know what? I got to see what overall he is. I just got to see, man. Yeah, as I said, it's not a bad team by any means. It's really not. Like, the fact that they're a wildcard team is kind of weird. Like, this, look at that freaking defensive core. Okay, it makes more sense now that they'd be able to help this goalie shut things down, but you just shut us down at the wrong time in a Game 7 when we needed to score. We just... frustrating. It's absolutely frustrating. It really is. It's a frustrating thing, man, when we can't pull a game out right there. We got good chemistries. I'm really disappointed in Byram. I needed him to grow, man. I can't, like, look at his chemistry for, like, line 2. He had to be a top 2 guy, right? Like, he has to play with Makar, and I just don't know if it's good enough anymore. It's a tough one. Askarov didn't do poorly by any means. He did better than he did in the regular season. That's what you want out of him. We just could not score at the right time. That's what it boiled down to. We didn't get the goals at the right time. So who is it? 3 points for... Okay, Jost 3 points, Point 3 points. Lambert had 5, but probably some of that on the power play. Second line was a bit lackluster. No depth scoring. No depth scoring. And Bowers was 0 points. No depth scoring whatsoever. No depth... Okay, therein lies your problem. No depth scoring. Our first line... Whoa! Landeskog only with 1 goal. With the way things were going, it didn't seem like the scores were tight. Like, it was shut down, then they'd shut us down. But goodness gracious. That's not a good sign. Look at those point total. Were we just a power play team? That's not good. 1 point, 1 goal. Landeskog even. Was this on the power play? If this was on the power play, I'm going to flip my lid. Okay. At least it's even strength, but good gracious. Captain, man. That's not enough. Plain and simply, that's not enough. We need more from you. We need more from you, man. Tough one. That's a tough one. What else can you say about that? Yep. Papin didn't have to go in at all. I wasn't going to go to him because Askarov was our guy right there. That's just rough. Very rough. To see if Petra wants to really... No, I'm going to keep waiting. Yeah, Kadri. I'm just going to switch him back to center right now because we're going to get rid of him. That's tough. That's a really... man. Such a strong team, and then we lose in the first round of the playoffs. That's not what you want to see. That's a tough opponent, though, man. I'm actually surprised that they're a wild card team. Like, you look at that team, and that is a good team. And there's no getting around it. They were pretty well built. So it's like, I'm not pissed about losing to them, but, like, we had the chance in Game 6. We scored 4 goals. We had to shut them down. We didn't. And then Game 7, we just got completely shut out in our own building. That hurts. Like, that hurts, man. Once again, home ice in the playoffs for us, not exceedingly strong. The games we needed to win, man, we just didn't get the job done. And that's tough. That's a tough one to swallow. I don't know what else to say, man. That's just a tough one to swallow. So, we got the draft coming up. We got some value to move around. Are we giving up on Byram, or do we keep trying him and Makar? Because him and Makar seem to do well together, right? Even in the playoffs, they're still plus players. Or do we look for just something a bit more for Makar? We can, I mean, the chemistry is nice and all, but... I mean, he had 8 points. Makar did fine. He had 8 points in the playoffs. 3 of those on the power play. But still, that's 5 points, 5 on 5. Makar was fine. Like... 2 years in a row, he's gotten 8 points out of 7 games played, and we just haven't done enough. Not enough. We got Murray for a while, but maybe it's time to find the true top 2. Even if we get maybe less chemistry. And at what point does our coach become on the hot seat? I do like the coach, but at what point do we need to maybe try to find some better chemistry options? Because Lambert... could use more from him. Maybe I want to put him on that top line, you know? He seems to do well. What if he's a top liner? The chemistry wouldn't work like that, right? So, maybe it's time to look around for something like that as well. Let me know what you guys think, but another disheartening end to a very, very good season. Yes, we weren't expecting to do that good. We inserted young guys in the lineups, but once we did that good, I wanted a bit of a better showing there, but wasn't meant to be. We took the L, and, it is what it is. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.